Hopefully this don't blow up. Holy shit. That blew up. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome back to your Career Cage and welcome back to a new episode. In this episode, we're going to be making something that goes boom. Let's tell you all about it. Well everybody, this is just a little rocket grain that I plan on trying to test. I want to do 4 individual ones and try to play around with the hole size in the middle to see what kind of thrust values I can get from that. And the way this is basically made is I super glued a piece of shop towel to the bottom side, put a bunch of UV resin in the bottom for a plug, and filled up with 10 grams of sugar rocket fuel, and then capped it off with some more UV resin. And I drilled a little 1/8 inch hole in there, but these match heads that I'm going to make the little igniters out of don't go into the 1/8 inch hole. So I'm going to have to make the what do you call it, the control one. I'm going to have to make the hole bigger, just enough bigger for these. But anyway guys, let me go ahead and show you guys of how I made all these, or how I'm going to make all these. And don't mind the mess on the table. I'm trying to get this out by 4th of July or so. Anyway, let's get to work. Hello everybody, let's get started on all these. I'm going to set this one aside since all I got to do is drill out the hole. Put these matches aside. Alright everybody, well, the casings are all made and everything and ready to have the UV resin coated in there. This is going to be like the, this is a control one, but I'm going to have to make that hole a little bit bigger for the head of a match to be able to go into it. Right now it just won't go in. And that's why I'm going to make my little igniters things out of. But anyway, I got 4 different types. This is kind of like your basic one. It's just one layer and it goes all the way around, been trimmed and everything. Then I did basically another one just like it, but I'm going to put thicker UV resin around the walls. I made this one that I just kind of try to fold the extra up on the walls to make it a little bit tougher and everything, because this original one, when I was packing it, it kind of split, so that's what I'm trying to avoid, and the pressures. So I made this one that is completely encased in a couple good layers, and this one should be the strongest out of all of them. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to UV resining these things, and then we can get to packing it with the potassium nitrate sugar mix. Anyway, let's get after it. Alright everyone, well, these things are all nice and coated with the UV resin. I got a pretty thick wall and bottom on all of these, especially this one. But anyway, the sun is going down, so I'm probably going to try to stick these in the sunlight, try to get that good good UV light on it, and probably try to pack these tomorrow. Yeah, let's do that. Well, these things are all cured. They've spent a fair amount of time inside in the sunlight, so they should be nice and cured. And today's a little windy, so sorry for any of the wind noise you might hear. But about the only thing I need to do now is pack them and cap them with some more UV resin, and then drill different size holes in it, because that's basically just what I'm testing, is how much thrust different holes will create with the same propellant grain size. Anyway, let me put you on the tripod and we'll just speed through packing these things and glue them all together and everything else. And I don't know if I said it already, but in case I haven't, these will all have 10 grams of the fuel inside of it. Potassium nitrate sugar mix. Anyway, yeah. Let's get to packing these things. Well, everyone, I got the 3 packed. I got them packed with propellant. I don't know why these two, they're not as deep as this one and the other one I already did over here. Where is it? Right there. Fairly deep, the same depth as this one. Maybe just because this one's thicker, I was able to pack it down before they started blowing out. Because I think all 3 of these had a little bit of a blowout I had to glue back together. But, yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and put some UV resin over the top of them and get to drilling some holes. I'll probably decide what size of holes I want and then bring you guys back. Anyway, let's get to work. Alright everybody, all the little test cells or test grains are ready, and they start at I think this is 21 1/28 of an inch, or it's 4.18 millimeters, and it goes all the way up to 5/16 of an inch, or 7.96 millimeters. So I'll let you see all the things I wrote down just in case you want to see. Now, to test them, I have to start making the little pyro igniter things, which you just, same thing that Grant Thompson does. He just takes and cuts a slit in it and then put 2 thin wires in it and run like a 9-volt or something through it. Anyway, let me get to making all of them. I'm going to make a few extras just in case they don't work. And yeah, then we can start testing these things. And I want to put these on a scale somehow and measure the thrust of it and everything. Anyway, let's get to making those little pyrotechnic starter things. I won't really show that because that's simple. You know, there's a million videos out there for that. Anyway, let's get started on this. Alright everybody, well, the igniters are made and all put in there, and I got a couple extra sitting over here I made. In case you're all wondering, this is basically how they're made. You put a notch in the head of the match, and then you put 1 or 2 single strands of this really fine wire in there, and then it'll make it set on fire once you put enough voltage through it. Voltage or amperage, or one of them. And I got a few little test pieces of the rocket fuel. As I was drilling the holes, some of it came out and was melted, so there's that we can test. And I got a little pile sitting down here on the middle. Anyway, let me figure out a system of testing these, and I'll show you guys a little bit of this rocket fuel on fire. Anyway, let's get after it. Well everybody, couldn't find a good way to test out how these igniters work other than connect them to my quad battery. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys right now, is I'm just going to connect them and show you how these things work. Plus I'm also testing out this design because I got the small wire longer on these ones I just made. So let's see how this works. Why didn't that work? Why did that not work? Ooh. That just broke on me for some reason. Interesting. Let me try to reset this. Okay, now I only got 1 wire there and it's a lot shorter. Let's see if this works. Yep. See, that's how they're supposed to work. So since that long wire didn't work, That kind of makes me think I might have to remake a couple of the ones I just made. Anyway, that's going to have to be for tomorrow. So, yeah, see you guys then. I almost forgot. I did promise you guys some fire, so let's... Yeah. Now that's just the loose powder. Let's go ahead and try these little plugs. It's not going to focus. Let's try this bigger, smaller one for you. Kind of interesting. Let's try that one. Kind of interesting. The other pieces I tried, they were a lot faster burner than this. Okay, let's try this one more. Hopefully the rockets do a lot better. Anyway, let's see you guys tomorrow. Alright everybody, well this is the setup I got. I got my action cam recording at 120 frames per second, ready to go. All I gotta do is turn on the scale and tare it. And I got a little setup with the rocket cells with the lead coming out of them. My plan was to take this cord, which just has stripped wires, put it in there, put some alligator leads onto the leads of the igniter, so I can use the alligator clips as kind of like a switch to turn them on and off. And I got a couple extra igniters just in case. So yeah guys, let me go ahead and put you guys on the tripod, try to get a good frame of everything that's going on, and yeah, let's set off some rocket motors. Okay, I'm all set up. All I gotta do is touch the wires. Hopefully this won't blow up. Shit. Hopefully this won't blow up. Holy shit. That blew up. So yeah, and I forgot to turn on the scale. Burnt my scale a little bit. Yay. So yeah guys, holy cow. Let me go ahead and try to find out exactly what happened. That was fun anyway. Well everybody, other than overpressuring the little cardboard tube, I don't actually know what happened. It just blew up. I was kind of suspecting that the number 1 and number 2 would blow up just because the holes are quite small. The only thing I could find is what I think is the bottom of it. But yeah, I think that's just the bottom. This is the only pieces I could find of it. So, I already got number 2 ready to go. I just need to hook up the wires and push play on everything, and then we can try to blow it up again. Yeah, that was not what I wanted to happen, but I did suspect it was going to happen. So anyway, let me throw you guys back on the tripod, get the slow-mo camera ready, actually turn on the scale this time, even though last time it didn't really matter, and go from there. Hopefully these other ones don't blow up. I don't think number 3 and number 4 will, but number 2 here is kind of suspicious. Anyway, let's go ahead and try this again. Okay, everything is on. All I gotta do is connect this wire, and then we should be golden. Lord, please don't let this blow up again. Hey, why am I getting shocked? Anyway, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that one didn't blow up, although it's still going for some reason. I'm surprised that UV resin held up. Oh wow, the scale is actually measuring a negative mass now. Huh, I guess it all works. Yeah, okay. Well, let me... Oh wow, it came out the bottom. Can you guys see that? Yeah, it came out the bottom a little bit. Well, at least it didn't blow up this time. At least I know the igniters work and everything else. Holy cow, it cracked it. Yeah, it cracked it right there. I guess there's a fair amount of pressure in this little thing. Anyway, guys, let me set up number 3, and we'll go from there. Okay, rocket cell number 3. Turn everything on. Make sure the scale is calibrated and all that good groovy stuff. Make sure this tripod is wanting to cooperate. Okay, time to fire it. Okay, oh, thing came off. Anyway, and firing number 3 in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. That does get it is a little scary every time. It just takes off real quick. Holy cow. Well, kind of funny that first one was a bomb. Now I'm kind of expecting them all to be a bomb. Well, now that we're down to our last one, I just got number 4 to do. And then I can bring all the footage into the computer and kind of look and see if my little camera watching the scale thing works. That scale is a little slow on the numbers, so I don't know how accurate that is. Anyway, let me set up for test number 4, and I think we'll be done with all the testing. Alright guys, slightly different angle on the slow-mo camera. Hopefully I can capture this one igniting in slow-mo as well. And it looks like I didn't need the extra igniters. Anyway, that thing is recording. So let me go ahead and connect this one to the motor. I guess in 3, or testing rocket motor number 4. In 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. Well, that burnt the wires, and that wasn't nearly as energetic as the last 2. That one's still kind of sizzling a little bit. Let me inspect this bad boy and bring you guys back in a little bit. Well, everybody, I decided that since I got 2 extra igniters, I might as well go ahead and ignite them and get some slow-mo shots of those getting set off, if they do. Anyway, let's get ready for all of that. Fire an igniter in 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's not going. Let me see what I can do. Okay, let's see if this one will work. Firing igniter in 3, 2. Hey, son of a bitch. I should have been recording the plug. The plug just blew up on me. Well, those igniters really ain't good. So let's wrap this up. Let's go put this in the editing software, see what the numbers are, if I even captured any numbers, and get back with you guys later. Alright everyone, well those test results was a little interesting. As you've seen, number 1 blew up. And I think that's mainly just because the nozzle hole was too small, and I think that there might have been an air void in there. And I'm in the shop right now just to get away from the wind noise. But yeah, number 1 blew up, so I didn't really get that much information from that one. And the best one I had was number 2, and that had the next size up hole. I think it was just about the right size, because I got 107 grams of thrust out of that one. And the next one I was able to record, number 3, only had 40 grams of thrust. So over half the thrust cut off of it. And number 4, I forgot to turn on the scale. But since that one had an even bigger hole, I had even less thrust. So I probably only got like 20 grams of thrust out of that one. Anyway, let me put up all of the information, all of the values for each of the tests right here somewhere, wherever it is. And yeah, I'll show you some B-roll. Each one of the rocket grains I cut and looked at the inside, and they all look kind of good. I mean, I was surprised that resin held up the way it did. Of course, there was only like 5 seconds of burn time. But yeah, guys, that was a pretty good test. And if we got any more time in the video, I'll take and make another rocket. I'll make an actual longer rocket. I got another cardboard tube that I can just set up, that I can make a quick, easy rocket just for the ending of this video. And yeah, if I don't get that rocket built in enough time, I'll come back at you guys with an outro. But anyway, let's get after it. Well guys, after editing this video, I found out that there is indeed not enough time in this video for the rest of what I want to do. But I got the rest of the video already starting to be made and everything else. So yeah, this is the rocket that I was able to build. A little sneak peek. It's kind of funny, this is a bullet casing just for the guide rail. And it's basically just cardboard, UV resin, and super glue. But anyway, I don't really have enough space or time in this video. It's already like 20 something minutes long to be able to set this off and show all that stuff. But in the next video, which is going to be a continuation of this video, I'm going to be setting this thing off. Maybe even making another one, since I gotta make a whole nother video for it. I got a little bit more work to do. I put a little bit of UV resin here on the edge of the fins that I still need to shape just so it has like a leading edge and everything. Hopefully this thing shoots off. The only thing I gotta do is drill the hole. And I'm kind of proud I actually got those fins pretty darn straight. So yeah, I'll probably do this and maybe one or two more rockets, and we'll try to get this thing shot off in the air. The only problem I've been having lately is those little pyro igniters for the end of them. I've been trying to make those, but Grant Thompson's old video, he used only 2 9-volt batteries, and I got 4, and I still can't get it to work for some reason. I don't know if it's the gauge of wire I'm using or what the deal is, but I can't really get it to work. So I'm going to be working on the pyro igniters, the little what they call E-matches for this thing as well. So anyway guys, that'll be enough for this video. Don't forget to check out the next video for this little thing, and hopefully that both of these videos will go up before 4th of July. So this next video should be coming out right after this one or at the same time. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and definitely comment to see how you guys like this stuff or something different or whatever else. Then I plan on making a video about like trying to rename the channel or something, but that'll be in the future. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.